Hey guys, welcome once again back to my sports world. We are standing in front of major weekend. This is such an huge and important weekend on so many fronts. Um, I'm already getting pumped and exhausted just by thinking of it. Here's what's going down. I'm sure that I haven't even had time to look into the schedule for the Grizzlies. I'm sure they're playing at some day tonight or tomorrow or some Sunday or something. But I haven't had time to look to that because right now I've been focusing on two very important games, and I've been focusing on my work as well. So I do this in between the work. So we have two major games coming up. Both are equally important for each team. And I'm going to do one video now where I do the one team, and then I'm going to do another video right after this one where I look at the other team. I'm going to start off with the 49ers game against the Colts. Oh man, is that an important game for the 49ers? I want to say that this is probably like a do or die game for the 49ers. If we win this game, we become a 500 team. We will be 3-3, which is better than 2-3 and way better than 2-4. So, of course, as a fan of the 49ers, I hope that we can pull this off and win this game. Everything speaks to the fact that we are a better team, but there's something that is rubbing this year that is not going our way. So, I have my doubts, even though, my head and my heart says, 49ers will win this game. But then you have this sneaking feeling like something is not going the way it should be going. And we have performed like really bad. So I don't know about this game. But, it looks like now that Garoppolo is back. And I think that I'm not knocking on Trey Lance. I think Trey Lance has tremendous potential and talent going forward. But he needs some more time. That's the magic word with Trey Lance. He needs a little bit of time. He needs to settle in and start working out and working on things. He could benefit from having the 49ers hiring a different QB coach. I said yesterday that, what would be really good for the 49ers is if they hire Alex Smith as a QB coach to develop Trey Lance. Alex Smith is the epitome of professional QB and how you should be working and how you deal with when you meet the wall. If there's someone in this NFL world who has hit walls after walls and struggles after struggles, it is Alex Smith. And he has pulled through with flying freaking colors. I have always praised Alex Smith high for what he did for 49ers. A lot of people was riding his back and touting negative things. I never did. Not even when he was hitting the walls the worst. I always knew he would come through, and he did good. A lot of people said he's a game manager. What's wrong about being a game manager? If you manage a game to win, you're doing good. So hiring him to develop Trey Lance would be good. So going back to the game this Sunday night, after all, it's on TV. Garoppolo starting. There's mixed feelings inside of me about that. One says, yes, we get experience, someone who knows the offense better maybe than what Trey Lance do. But then again, we know that Trey Lance is maybe not as prone to giveaways. I don't know about that, but that's something in me saying that if we have Trey Lance, we might maybe don't do turnovers, interceptions, pick sixes, whatever. But with Garoppolo, you know there's going to be at least one turnover, or maybe two. And you just hope and pray that it doesn't turn into a pick six or points at all. So this game against the Colts is so super important because if we want to be in the playoff conversation, we need to win. And not only do we need to win this game, but this game needs to set precedence for the coming games that is coming down the road. We are even with a win today, we are far behind even thinking about going to a playoff because internal games, head-to-head games counts a lot when you and if we lose, hey, we have lost to the Seahawks and we lost to the Cardinals. So not only do we have to win this game, but we have to win both games against the Rams, and we have to win the game coming up against the Seahawks, and we have to win it against the Cardinals. We won't be able to go to the playoffs or Super Bowl if we don't win our division games. Forget about it. So this is just the first step on the road, or first step on the way to a playoff conversation. Still, we have some players out with injuries. I think Kittle is still out. Greenlaw is still out. I think Trent is questionable. I think. Beside that, I don't know. I haven't checked up the kicker. If we have to go with the guy we just signed, or if Robbie Gould is back. I don't think Robbie Gould will be back. And that kind of injury can sit with you for a month and a half. So it's no use in trying to get him to go. If he's not good, don't try a kicker to go, because a kicker can be the weight on the scale that wins us the game. So we need to have someone that has both legs in order, okay? Regarding that, I kind of got out of it now. Hold on, let me put this one there. I think that our main problem that we have to focus on for this game is the offense. I think the defense is good enough to withstand the Colts. I think we're good enough to disrupt the Colts in their offensive build-up. But it's not going to be like we're going to shut them out or not going to let them score. I see that the Colts have a touchdown and a field goal, or maybe a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in them. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Colts scores somewhere between 14 and 20 points in this game. I can see them easily do that because they have quality players to do it. They have Pittman, they have Pascal, they have Taylor, they have Wentz. I mean, I don't care what people say about Carson Wentz. He can have, like I said in a different video that I've talked about quarterbacks, Carson Wentz is really weird. He can do some weird stuff in a game or two or three in a row, and then all of a sudden he has a couple of games that he plays lights out. He played fairly good against the Texans, so if that was any indication of where Wentz is going and progressing, I say look out, because if he has his day and our defense is a little bit inconsistent and a little bit off, like we have been in a couple of games, 3 or 4 games, things can happen. And if our offense is not firing on all cylinders, that can cause a problem for us. Well, I'm not so worried about the defense in this game. I think we are strong enough on the defensive side of the ball to stop Colts from going anywhere north of 17 points. But the problem is, if we are on the same level as we was against the Cardinals on the offensive side of the ball, then we have a problem, because I know that a lot of people are saying that Colts are not a great team. Well, they have stout players on defense, and can I remind you that they have for DeForest Buckner, who can become a pain in the freaking butt, okay? And they have a couple of others also that can, with a good day, become a pain in the butt. And if we're going to play Garoppolo, who is not very mobile, that can pose a problem for us. So don't expect, like I said in the other video, don't underestimate the Colts. I said that I in that video I said something to the effect that I think we're going to lose. I think the Colts are going to win. Well, I've had some time to think about it. I've been watching some videos of Colts playing, and I will agree to a certain extent that Colts is not a great team. Not a great team. Are they a playoff team? Nah, I don't know. That depends on the division and AFC overall. But I maybe, but maybe not. All depends. Are they a great team? No. Are they a terrible team? No. Are they a okay team? Somewhere in the middle? Yes, they are. The problem is that's the exact same spot we are right now. On paper, we should be top tier. Right now, we are not. We are at the same level as Colts. So this can go either way. I want to say that this game comes down to one thing. Well, two things. And two things only. Game calling and clock management. If we win, it is because we have players with quality. And the play calling was good. And the players executed. And the clock management was spot on. If we lose, it's not because we have bad players. We still have the same good players on defense. And we still have a good offense on paper. But if we lose this game, it is because of bad clock management or game management and terrible play calling, probably on both sides of the ball. That's the thing that worries me. Not so much the players. I'm good with the players. What worries me is Kyle Shanahan and what's going up here inside his head. We have seen time after time that he can lose his head. What I mean about that is he makes some freaking weird decisions. And it's not just like one time. He sticks with it and it goes on and it becomes a pattern. And we have seen it in the first 4 games of the season. We saw it. It was a little bit better, in, well, not the first 4, but the offense and the play calling in Detroit was okay. We scored over 40 points. So that was good. That game was suffering on bad play calling on the defense. But the next 4 games we played was, look at the offensive play calling. Oh my Lord. What is he thinking? I mean, I haven't coached an American football team ever in my life. I maybe not have a deep well of knowledge about calling plays like most coaches in the NFL does. But I know enough to say that what he has been calling so far is head scratching. It's every now and then you can see, oh yeah, that was the right call. But then he do these stupid play callers, and it just becomes, whoa, what was that? Is that what you're gonna go with? And then he sticks with it, and it doesn't work. And it's almost like he's like panicking and losing his head. If Kyle can pull it together and stick to what he knows this team is all about and good for, maybe we will win this game, and maybe we'll put on a performance that most fans can go like, we're back, baby, because right now there has not been much to brag about or write home about. But it all comes down to the coaching staff in this game. The players, I don't doubt them at all. The ones that I have really big doubts about are the coaches. I don't trust them at all. So we have to wait and see. But I think I'm gonna revise my prediction. Just because I've been looking at some video footage of us, and of course of the Colts, and from what I have seen, I think we have what it takes to pull off a win. I'm still gonna stay with the fact that it's gonna be really, really tight, close game, tight game, and don't expect it to be, decided before the late 4th quarter. Last team with the possession of the ball will probably win this game. I'm gonna say 49ers 21, Colts 14. That's my prediction. That's my final prediction. I'm not going to change it now. 49ers 21, Colts 14. And we win, and we will go up to become a 500 team and 3-3. And hopefully this is the start of something good to come. That's my prediction, guys. See you later.